Hi, I'm Brian Nolan with Indusol America. Thanks for joining us for this edition of Tech Talks. Today I'm joined by Paul, product manager from our team in Germany. Thanks for being here, Paul.
Hi, nice to meet you. Welcome.
Yeah. So what we often see when it comes to modernizing our brownfields is that we can't just stop production, and some of these facilities are 15 to 20 years old, and it's critical that production continues to run, but we need to assess the aging and wearing of our components and devices. What is it that you often see, and is there a strategy for doing this?
Yeah, that's a typical picture in the industry. Yeah? If you compare industry plants to normal IT structures, we have a completely different lifetime. That means if, as you said, the machine was running for 15 years, but it also has to run for another 15 years, in the best case without any additional downtime due to maintenance works or unexpected errors. I have brought with me the bathtub curve just to show it to you. Yeah? It's typical that after some years of operation, especially after 10 years, for example, 10, 15 years, it kind of depends on the machine, the failure rate of your machine starts to rise again. We have a lot of issues at the beginning of the lifetime, that's why we have the commissioning time. Then we made it to a very low failure rate, but after years and wear and tear and aging of your components in your machine, we have that failure rate rising again. And that's a problem, because as you said, you don't want to have unexpected downtime and the machine should still run.
Okay, so great. So when I'm looking here, I see that during commissioning in the warranty period, as you said, issues are resolved and we get to a stable operating phase. But over time, issues will start to arise, and knowing what needs to be changed, what is aging to a point of possible failure can be a problem. Overall, what do we need to be looking at when it comes to the incredible task of modernizing a brownfield that needs continuous operation?
Yeah, so that's a real problem. You don't want to be in the situation that you have to buy a completely new machine as a kind of a retrofit, because that's expensive and you have to stop the production for some months. Most of the times. That means we can do some specific retrofit works or renewing specific components, but therefore we have to check, we have to know what should we do, because there are different types of issues. For example, the transmission or receiving drivers in the devices itself, they could begin to age, they get worse, or the quality gets worse. And clearly, if you see this, then you have to change the device. That's clear. But besides this, there are some more points you have to check, and that's very difficult. When you don't have any experience with it, or when you don't have any tools, because the machine and the PLC doesn't tell you about it. There is a network issue, for example. That's why we have to use measurement tools, diagnostic tools, in the best case a kind of condition monitoring, that we also can see sporadic issues to check for the quality. Because then typically the biggest thing for wear and tear is cables and connectors.
Of course,
That means they are getting worse. You have in an industrial environment, you have some chemical stress, high temperatures, a lot of vibration, for example. So a lot of environment for the cable. And clearly we could start to change all the cables at all, but that's not very effective. So that's why we use condition monitoring to put in a tool, measure the quality of your communication, and then see, okay, there is an issue, there is an issue, there is an issue, and then you can start step by step. you can start changing this cable, which clearly has an issue because you see it in the measurement.
Sure.
You can change the next one. But you don't have to change all at once, just to be sure that you have resolved the issue.
Okay, so to summarize, with the correct measurement tools, you can make strategic retrofits without stopping production. That's possible?
Yeah, or with stops that are not so long.
Yes.
And in case of wear and tear of cables, you can do this step by step. But we also need those measurements to maybe know what we have to change, because especially sporadic problems, they are not only referred to cables and connectors. It could also be kind of EMC stress. Maybe your factory has changed over the years, and now you have more electrical engines in your complete factory line. That means now over years you started having EMC errors or EMC caused issues, let's say. Same here, we use the condition monitoring to get to know, okay, there are sporadic issues, that's why we have to check in permanently over a longer period. And then we can focus on investigating. We see, okay, EMC stresses, but then changing the cable is not effective and will not resolve the issue. Maybe we have to focus at this point into our potential equalization system. Because years ago we used the star structure, but now with the knowledge now we should definitely go into a meshed potential equalization system. That means maybe we don't have to change the network components, maybe we have to change the potential equalization system behind it.
And EMC topics, that's often an issue that gets overlooked, right? It's not often the first place people look.
Yeah, because it's often a kind of magic, because it happens sporadically, and seeing this issue is not that easy. But for example, with additional smart sensor functionality inside of the switches, we can easily see if the shield current gets higher or has some peaks. And then we definitely know, okay, that's an EMC problem. We know where is the EMC problem, and then we can focus on resolving it, but not with just changing the cables or the devices.
Okay, and do we have technicians available to help with retrofits and brownfield modernizations?
Sure, because seeing those problems, identifying if this is kind of physical problem, EMC problem, maybe also a structural problem, because you have a network and then you start to include there are camera for maintenance, there are smart sensor for maintenance, and so on. So the applications getting more and are changing. And then maybe the structure is not the right anymore. So, and to see this, to measure this, it's always good to have a kind of an expert. That's why we have a big service team who is always willing to help our customers to identify such issues.
That's great to know. Thanks, Paul.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us for this edition of Tech Talks. Let us know if we can help you with your modernization or retrofit projects with a free consultation.